On Sunday. Like a monster truck rally.
Hello and welcome to the #1 podcast in the Mid-Hudson Valley. This is Outtakes.
Let's get it on.
With
Matt
and Dan. How you doing, best friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Do another car cast, as the viewers can tell, not the listeners.
Dan, you look like Deep Throat. You look like a government spy.
Well, I'm in a dark self-park parking garage in Manhattan.
Oh, my God. What are you doing in the city, Dan?
Busking.
Busking. It sounds like something you do in the fur trade.
It's when you sing on the corner with like a open guitar case in front of you, hoping people throw money in. No, Shane is in a camp for musical theater college audition stuff.
You're just basically his butler for the day.
You're my bitch.
Yeah, well, I'm working today too.
So you're playing butler and project manager today.
Yes, indeed.
You're like Diddy's Farnsworth Bentley.
So on Sunday, before going to any camp activities, he had a session with his monologue coach. On the way, there was a person walking directly in front of me and Shane. And you know what it's like walking through the city. Like when you're in a rush to get somewhere, there's probably 2-3 inches between you and the person in front of you.
It's like a video game.
Yeah, this person was very slight in stature. This person was holding a coffee, had a wild look in their eye, kind of looking around at people. Do you want to start some shit with me? You could tell they were a little off. So anyway, we're crossing one of the streets and this woman's coming by pushing a stroller. That slight of frame person right in front of us was just not going to divert for the stroller and just kept walking and bumped into the stroller and then looked at the mother pushing the stroller and said, "Y'all just keep rolling," and shoved the mother.
Whoa.
And the mother turned around and went, "What the f***?" And then this person threw their hot coffee at the mother and it went all over the stroller with the baby in it. The mother left the stroller for half a second, running at the person, was saying, you lucky. And then, out of nowhere, someone else comes.
Fred Durst.
Plows into this sleight of frame individual I keep referring to, knocks them 10 feet in the air, landed on their back in the crosswalk in the street, starts punching them in the face, starts going, "That's my baby mama, fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker?" And this person's like, "Oh, sorry. Gets up, tries to run away. The guy twirls them around, throws them again, starts beating them some more. And me and Shane were late, so we're like, well, that was fun to watch. We got to get over this way.
What bee was in their bonnet?
I'm telling you, I felt like something like that was going to happen if we were walking behind that person long enough because of the way they were looking around at everybody. You can tell when somebody's a little off kilter.
Yeah, they just need their medication. I mean, we all know when I get people walking behind me, Maddie don't like.
Keep on rolling, baby.
I like walking behind you, though.
Because you're like security. You're my security.
I just like the view.
What was your lesson to Shane after that happened?
First of all, that person was not in the right state of mind. Second of all, they deserve that shit.
But did everybody come out friends?
Yeah, Shane and I headed into his monologue coach session, came back out. They were literally on the same street corner, still sitting in a circle, singing Kumbaya. I don't know where they got the acoustic guitar. The baby from the stroller was roasting marshmallows. It was very heartwarming.
You started busking as well. It would be good if Shane used that for his monologue, reenacted the scene. Hopefully as good as you did.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do it better than I.
Yesterday, we went to a Mets game and we got in the Jumbotron. First time.
Really?
I was so proud. Emma was bouncing up and down. And George was waving and I started doing the shoulder shake and then they cut. They cut me doing the shoulder shake.
Hey, at least you weren't with the head of human resources, right?
Right. I put George's head down. What? It's just fine. But I sent the video to Jude and he said, "They cut right away when they saw you." No, that's just standard procedure. They only give me 2 seconds. Okay? God, you've never been on the Jumbotron.
Matt, maybe you were being a little sensitive taking the information. Maybe it wasn't a criticism. Maybe it was just an observation.
Let's see. I'll read it to you. Okay. Made the Jumbotron. And then he says, "You immediately get cut off once you start dancing." And I said, "That's not why. You only get 2 seconds of fame." Lesson.
Okay, so I stand by what I said.
Okay, good.
He didn't say you immediately get cut off because you were dancing. He said, "Hey, you immediately got cut off when you started dancing." Maybe he was like, "What the fuck's up with that?"
Yeah. I think text messages should have tones to them.
The fuck?
They should. By the way, not necessarily a Mets fan, but I've been to Citi Field a couple times. What a nice facility.
What a great time. Another mystery I was trying to figure out, because I hadn't been to a game in a while, watching their star player, Juan Soto. Have you ever heard of him? Dan looks confused.
What'd you say about Soto?
I was watching him in the outfield, and he's really, really good. After he makes a good play, you know what he does? He looks at himself on the Jumbotron. And then he kind of like smiles. I got him. Then I noticed, I was like, wait, did he just check his phone? Because he had something in his pocket and he had something in his butt and he kept looking down at it and then putting it back. I couldn't tell if it was a bulge or if it was quiet over there. Be in my bonnet today. But anyways, he had something. Do you think it was a phone? Do you think he would be allowed to have a phone?
I find it hard to believe that he'd be allowed to have a phone out on the field. Maybe he was doing it anyway. Maybe it was a phone and he just kept watching his own replays when he wasn't doing anything.
That's what I'm thinking. This guy is the Mets' newest player. He was poached from the Yankees to the Mets. It's unheard of, Dan, for this to happen. So maybe he said, the only way I'm going to take this position is if you let me have my cell phone. It's in the contract. You got to let me TikTok while I'm playing outfield. So he's just on his phone and he's waiting for the fly balls and he's got it. I think he could get away with it. What do you think?
Dude, of course. And I think it is pretty funny that you noticed that he checks himself out right after a play in the Jumbotron. Was what I just did as amazing as I thought? It's funny and it's cute because it's a baseball player. If you saw a football player in the NFL doing that,
he would get his ass rocked, right? But baseball, you could play baseball and have your phone out.
Yeah, that's why it's such an exciting sport.
Yeah. So, Dan, what else has been happening in your life that you need to speak on? I got some things.
All right, you go.
Dan, we are in the market for a new car. Me and you, we're getting a car. If we got a car, Dan, you know what we would get? We would get the Beretta. We would get a Beretta, Dan's first car. He had a car named after a gun. That is one of the coolest cars ever. What year was it?
I think it was in 1993.
Was it like Charlton Heston's idea to have like, I want a car named after this gun?
I think it was Robert Blake.
It was Robert Blake before he was convicted, obviously. I know that he was in a lot of focus groups within Dearborn, Michigan, right?
Wasn't he in a show called Beretta?
Was that after the gun or after a car? Did the chicken or the egg come first?
I think his character's name was Beretta. I don't know, though. But listen, he couldn't have killed his wife because he had to go back because he forgot his gun while his wife was being shot. It's the airest, tightest alibi you could ever have.
Air tight.
How could it be me?
It makes perfect sense. And that's why, Chevy, you need Beretta. Gun nuts will love it.
That should have been OJ's defense.
That he couldn't have killed his wife because he couldn't find his knife.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Well, I was gonna kill Nicole. When I got there, I realized I forgot my knife. I drove home to get it. And when I came back, it was a bloody mess. So I left. That's why I got their blood into the Bronco.
He was a gentle guy. Couldn't ask for a better man. I was going to talk about cars.
Oh, yeah. So you're in the market for a new vehicle.
Yeah.
Are you getting rid of the one you have? Or are you getting one in addition to what you have?
Getting rid of.
You currently have a Bronco Sport, which you bought because you idolize OJ.
Yeah. OJ. I like the Homer Simpson version of OJ that they put on Newsweek. Arrested, that had Homer Simpson's face. Yeah, so I have a Bronco inspired by Mr. Orange Juice James Simpson, and it's kind of a lemon. But listen, if you want to buy it, it's a great car, but it's a lemon.
Hey, man. You could make car lemonade.
We can make an Arnold Palmer if you want. Emma keeps asking me what kind of car I want. I keep telling her, I want a self-driving car. When is it going to happen and why is it going to happen? When and why, Dan, and where and how?
It's here, bro.
But how come I can't buy it?
I don't know too much about them, but
come on, just let me get it.
I'm just going to guess that they work really well in cities and not in the middle of the woods where you live. I don't think they have all the, gravel trails programmed at those things yet.
Why do they need gravel trails? They'll know what to do. You just drive over the gravel trails.
I'm just saying, it's got to be a route that it knows.
I don't know how you feel, but I really dislike driving. I don't like when people are honking at me in their cars. Would you honk at me if you were in my face? Would you go honk, honk, honk? Probably not.
Yeah. How often do you get honked at?
Good point, Danny.
Can I get a...
I don't get honked at a lot. Emma gets honked at a lot. I wish we had like a monorail like Walt Disney dreamed of.
Walt Disney, also not a fan of cars.
So when the movie Cars came out, he must have been rolling in his fucking grave.
Unfreeze me now.
I get your point.
When's it going to happen? When can I get the self-driving car?
Never.
Okay. Dan says never.
This might be a good question for Grok.
Yeah, what is Grok? I keep seeing that. I really try to avoid X, but what the heck is Grok?
It's Elon Musk's version of ChatGPT.
Oh, why does Elon Musk, person that I loathe and detest, why do we have to be in such alignment when it comes to self-driving automobiles? Because I want a Tesla.
You want a Tesla, but it bothers you that it's from Elon Musk. It's a barrier to entry for you.
You got that right, like a dental dam.
Can I get a...
I think Mercedes has the best self-driving cars anyways.
And I can't afford a Mercedes, so I guess I'll just have to wait.
Can you afford not to get a Mercedes? That's the question.
Now you got me thinking, I can't not afford it. You're right. I am very motivated to buy. Very motivated to buy.
Listen, I know there's a lot of work and jobs with car insurance and auto body shops, but why can't we just start making all the cars out of like Nerf?
Oh, you're a genius.
It would be pretty cool to have Nerf cars. Everyone would really get along. It would be a lot of fun. People would go very slow. It would take us back to like horse and buggy times.
Are you kidding me? Have you ever thrown a vortex?
Yeah, that's true.
You can have rubber wheels, just, you know.
You don't have to have Nerf wheels.
Get away from all the dents and scratches, man.
I love it.
The only thing is all the cars would have to be made out of Nerf. Because if you have a Nerf car and you hit a regular steel boat, you're kind of fucked. But if everyone's got a Nerf car, you're just bumping Nerf to Nerf, that solves all the problems.
Nerf to Nerf is French.
You remember Super Soakers?
Yeah, those things can go 10 feet.
You know Nerf owns Super Soaker now.
Yeah, Mr. KB Toys told me.
Just pump up your car with air pressure. No more gas. We've got all the solutions.
This just in. Daniel Dwight has been named automobile CEO by Trump. You should get this in front of Trump. He's going to love it.
I'm almost afraid to say these ideas out loud because I might go missing. Somebody from Exxon is going to snatch me and make sure I never talk about this shit again.
Could the Nerf also have self-driving? I mean, we can do that too, right?
Yeah.
Self-driving Nerfs? I'm in, as long as there's self-driving to it.
Oh, God, cars are the ultimate status symbol.
It would just be easier if everyone just had Nerf.
There are people that care a lot about what kind of car do you have? What kind of sneakers are you wearing? You know, it's kind of freeing to not really give a all of my pants are the same brand. It's called Amazon Essentials.
I had to go to a dinner party on Saturday. And Dan, the thought that I have when I think dinner party is Dredd, Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone. What am I going to wear? What kind of small talk am I going to have to make? And what kind of conversations are we going to have? And what if there's a silence? What if I get tired and I want to leave and I can't leave? All these things are kind of going through my head. And so I do all my preparation for the dinner party. What do you do to prepare for a dinner party?
I don't prepare. I also dread it. And then I get through it, and then I breathe a sigh of relief when it's over.
I do a sauna, I do a run, a coffee enema, I meditate to present my best self.
I can't even imagine having enough time to myself to do one of those three things.
It takes about a half hour. Basically sweating and then pooping and then cold plunging.
Wait.
Are you shaming me?
You sauna, go for a run, enema, cold plunge, all within 30 minutes.
Listen, Dan, if you want to do it with me and you're jealous, you can do it with me, okay? It's a life hack.
I would love to do all of that with you.
I'll tell you, the coffee enema is...
Chef's kiss.
Coffee enema is one of those things where you don't want to be caught mid-trow, pants down, hose up the butt.
And at the dinner party, I'm like, yeah, I just had a coffee enema. And
that's the only way I could come here and talk to you guys. Anyway, I think we're about to serve dessert. Coffee?
It's from my special roast.
You said, what am I going to wear as part of your worry? Are you afraid you're going to get judged for what you're wearing?
I just want to be comfortable.
Can I tell you who my fashion icon is?
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, the Sandman. Now that is a fashion icon. Love it when he flashes his belly button. Love his t-shirt game. The Pac-Man t-shirt. Num, 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 num. He just don't give a fuck. He likes to ball out in t-shirts that say, I'm only here because my wife and kids kicked me out of the house.
Now, do I have to make $500 million to be able to get away with that?
No, anybody could do it.
He's the basketball hobo, b-ball hobo. Yeah, he's fresh.
I got my basketball shorts, I've got my big fluffy hoodie, and skibbity-doo.
Did you see the new Happy Gilmore 2?
Not yet. This week's going to be all shot because I'm in the city all week.
Dan, you're a showbiz dad. That's what you've become. When Shane has one of his speeches, he's going to be like, "And to my dad, who waited in the South Park parking garage when I had to do my vocal auditions." And then you'll be like, "Thanks."
No.
Oh, no.
He's going to be like, "I'd like to thank this vocal coach and my director and this and that." And then I'm going to be at home watching on TV because I didn't have a ticket. And I'll be like, "Oh, that's my boy. Maybe he'll take my calls one day."
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
The little boy blue, the man in the moon. You mean something to me, friend. You do. Dan, okay, so wrapping things up.
Yeah, we should wrap up.
Anything else you want to cover on a riff sesh?
Yeah, let's talk about something controversial. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
What do you think about the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad?
She's got good genes. I'll let you start it off, Dan.
All right, so call me crazy.
Crazy.
I think people are kind of overreacting. I understand the concern and what they're pointing out. But some ad agency guy around our age or older was like, "Oh man, I got the cleverest idea. You guys sell jeans, right? Also, someone who's really hot has good jeans. But if they're wearing your jeans, they got good jeans because your jeans are good jeans. How clever am I?" American Eagle is not doing some kind of grand psyop to brainwash people into thinking white power. It's some idiot that thought jeans, Genes, and jeans, Jeans, was a clever ad campaign. That's it.
I'd say that they were a genius. Jeanius. Here's where I'll come in, Dan. It is white power. No. You're probably right. I don't know if it was somebody that was like our age, because I know that we say that we're old. We're really not. We kind of run the world, actually. Secretly, we run the world. You don't even know. I bet you it was a millennial woman.
Matt, we're millennials.
But woman. I said a millennial woman. I'm a millennial man. I'm a man.
That's true, but you're still of the age. You said you don't think it was somebody our age, but...
Oh, I think it was somebody that was like 33. I'm 41, maybe, I think. And this 33-year-old...
Gen Z.
No, that's millennial, Dan. You handsome son of a bitch.
No, we're the tail end of millennials, bro.
We're the beginning millennials. I really think that we're more Gen X.
Do you have your Google machine?
I do.
Oh, no, you're right. We're on the older side of the millennials. When does Gen Z start?
Gen Z starts 95 or 96.
Then you're right. But we are millennials also.
We are.
Did you see the clip of the whole Sydney Sweeney, like, genetics are passed down from generation to generation?
Yeah.
They can dictate things such as hair color, eye color, and even personality.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans.
My jeans are blue.
Yeah, I think that millennial 33-year-old was like, let's be a little edgy and controversial. Controversy is good, and people can take it any way they want. Guess what, Dan? Jeans are like Jeans, I think. And then it can also be Genus. Genes.
My jeans are blue.
Mine are blue. Dan, Sydney Sweeney is the most hard to pin down person. All I know is that she's hot. That's all I know.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
And she does have good genes.
This is what I would say. And I don't think this deserves a public apology, and I don't believe in pandering.
I don't believe you exist.
I don't. I'm a figment of your imagination when you started hallucinating after all these coffee enemas. But this ad campaign can continue with other people besides Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, they're called movie stars.
Yeah, you get really hot people that aren't white.
United Colors of Benton.
And they say, guess what? My jeans are blue too.
Wow. That's where they're going to come back with, America means your jeans can be black. And then you see Zendaya. Trying to think of movie stars don't really exist anymore. Then you see Keke Palmer.
No, she's got to have blue jeans also, bro. You can't give the black model black jeans. That's not going to fix it. That's going to make it worse.
That's going to make it worse? Okay. But isn't it just the same? Am I getting canceled? You got to have Keke Palmer saying my jeans are blue too. You know, Sydney Sweeney's not blue. Yes. But she's got blue eyes.
Yeah, but like, are you going to have K-pop whatever person be like,
Don't say yellow.
my jeans are yellow? Like, no, you can't do that.
This is part of the problem. You always go with the yellow, Dan. Gosh darn it. Nobody wears yellow jeans, Dan.
I do, but I get scared a lot. They're trying to be clever about jeans and jeans. I mean, it's stupid.
And Dan, they don't need to hide it. Look at the world we're living in. White power is healthy and out there. Okay. We don't need to be clever about it, right?
I might word that a little differently, Matthew.
Okay. Does it sound like I'm happy about this?
Well, yeah. Well, when you said white power is healthy.
White power is thriving. I mean, it's thriving like a fungus. It's thriving like a fungus.
No, sir, I don't need those cute, clever puns that are racist.
So, Dan, what are we going to do about this Sydney Sweeney thing? Do we need to write to our congressman or what?
I think it's just going to fizzle out.
What? No, this is too important for that. It's got to be recorded in the annals of history, just like my coffee enema. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Sorry, Christians. Speaking of, do you know what the most common name in the world is?
The most common name in the world? Muhammad.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Dan, you'd be good in trivia. You know that? You. Anything else? This has been a bountiful conversation.
Well, I can't wait to have coffee with you the next time. That's all I can say.
Matt's blend. Are you serious? Do you really want to have coffee with me?
I do.
Dan, it feels so good. God, it feels so good. Bam! Coffee. Yeah, anything else, Dan? Close us out on something, Dan.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why? I'm Goodfoot. And that's another episode of the Outtakes Podcast, the #1 podcast in the Mid-Hudson Valley.
Tune in next time and we might make you laugh.
Maybe. Bye, Dan.